everybody. This is video 2 of lesson number 11, Force and Pressure. In this video, I will discuss about effects of force and types of force. By now, you all know what is force. Force is actually the push or pull over an object. We know this thing also, that push and pull always act in opposite direction. Secondly, force always acts when it is in interaction with the object. Then we have studied about addition and subtraction. Opposite forces are the sum, and the forces acting in different direction are calculated by subtracting from each other. So let's continue with effects of force. What effects are caused by force? Force can make an object move. If an object is stationary, due to force it can move. Force can change the speed. Force can change the direction. It can change the shape of the object temporarily or permanently. Let's see each effect in detail. Here you can see the object, the trolley is moving. Why? Because force is applied by this person. Here the object which was moving has been stopped due to the application of force. Next is force can change the speed. Suppose this person is cycling. If he puts more pedal with a greater strength, then the speed will increase. Force can change the direction also. The ball is coming from this direction. The batsman applies the force through his bat and the direction changes to the reverse direction or the opposite direction. Force can also change the shape of the object. Here, like kneading of dough, the shape is getting changed. The crushing of a can, the shape is getting changed. And pots, potter makes the pot by applying the force. It can be temporary or permanent depending upon the amount of force applied and also on the nature of the object. In general, force has following 5 effects which are caused on the object. This has to be written in your notes. Now let's come to types of force. Forces are of 2 types, contact force and non-contact force. Contact force, as the name suggests, that there should be interaction between the object. Then only this force come into action. Muscular force and friction are the types of contact force. Non-contact force means there is no direct contact without the object and the source of force, like magnetic force, electrostatic force and gravitational force. So let's study each force one by one. Muscular force. Muscular force is the force which is applied by the muscles. That force is known as muscular force. Here you can see the person lifting the dumbbell. How is he able to lift the dumbbell? Because the muscles are contracting here and thus the position of this dumbbell can be changed. There is an interaction between the dumbbell and the hands. Therefore, it is a contact force. Some more examples like carrying of books, you're walking, weightlifting. In all these examples, there is a direct contact between the object and the source of force. So, it is a contact force. Animals also perform muscular forces because it is due to muscular forces animals can do different things, like it can carry a load. These bullocks can carry this load only because of the muscular force. Muscular force also takes place inside our body. For example, expansion and contraction of lungs while we inhale and we exhale is due to the muscular force on the lungs. The muscular force is created due to which inhalation and exhalation takes place. So, it is also a type of contact force. Next is friction force. Friction is the force which acts between two surfaces or the object is called friction force. And remember one thing, that friction force always acts in the opposite direction of the motion. You can see here the force is applied from this direction and it has to be moved in this direction, and force of friction, you can see it always acts in the opposite direction. So it can be said that friction opposes the motion. Next is, you can see here the ball is being kicked by the person. The ball is being kicked, it will rise and then it will come down to the ground. Why the ball stops after going a certain distance? Because there is force of friction between the surface of ground and the surface of the ball. Friction opposes the motion, therefore the ball stops after some time. Magnetic force, it is an example of a non-contact force because not necessary the two magnet or a magnet and a magnetic substance need to be in very much contact with each other. If they are at certain distance, then also magnetic force can be observed. Therefore, it is a non-contact force. You have studied about these attraction and repulsion thing. Here, North Pole is facing South Pole. So, here it will be attraction because opposite poles are there. Here, North and North, similar poles. So, there will be repulsion. So, attraction and repulsion are due to the position of the like and unlike poles. Next one is electrostatic force. This is a very common thing you might have noticed from your childhood, that small bits of paper, they can get stuck to the comb, to the balloon, and you can stuck the balloon to the wall also by rubbing on your hair. Why such thing happens? These things happen because of the electrostatic force. Here what happens is, there is a charged body and an uncharged body, or two bodies of dissimilar charges. So attraction takes place. Here the paper are uncharged and this rubber balloon is a charged body. So uncharged body is getting attracted towards the charged thing. Here also it is uncharged and this is charged, so it gets attracted. In case of balloon, balloon is having a negative charge here and the wall is having a positive charge. Therefore there is a attraction. So electrostatic force is exerted on a charged body, on another charged body or uncharged body, due to which attraction and repulsion takes place. You can see here positive and negative charge attract, similar charges repel each other. It is just similar to that of a magnetic force. There the poles were there, here the charges are there. Last topic is gravitational force. Gravitational force, as you all know, it is exerted by the earth, moon, sun and all other planets. Okay, earth attracts all the objects towards itself. Why? Because it is due to the force of gravity. Here also, not necessary that all the objects are in direct contact with the earth, but then also it implies force on the object. Like the apple or any fruit coming out of the tree, it goes down. When you throw the ball up in the sky, it comes down. Why it is coming down? Because there is force of attraction acting between the balloon or a ball and the earth. So it is an example of non-contact force, but then also it keeps on acting. The river, the waterfall always comes down. Why? Because of the force of gravity. The earth is exerting force on the flow of water. The roots also always grow down. They do not grow up. Even if you turn the tree, a plant, then also the roots will face towards the ground always. Why? Because there is force of gravity that is being exerted by earth on the roots. So, we have completed the effects of force and types of force. In next video, we will study about pressure. Thank you so much.